Let's talk about last night's episode of Heart of Dixie. And it was another cute episode. I mean, what can I say about this show? It's just cute and it's fun. And Zoe is just trying so hard to make everyone in town love her boyfriend. So at the beginning of the episode, there's a poll that's going around, and basically she finds out that only 13% think that Joel and Zoe should be together. So she just starts like losing her mind, and she's like, why don't people like him? What's going on? Like, what do I gotta do? So she starts trying to find all these different things for him to do that will make the people of Bluebell love her boyfriend. And she's so unsuccessful, it's just ridiculous. So ultimately, she ends up going on this like camping trip with these teeny bopper tween girls so that she can try to, get them to really like him. And he's like, I'm not going because I can't zip line, I can't do these things, I'm afraid of heights. And so he bails. So, of course, the person who ends up taking his place is George Tucker. And we all know that everybody loves George Tucker. So, he's sitting at a bar with Wade, and then Lindley, who of course Lindley has a crush on George Tucker too. And they hear basically the story of George Tucker and what happened when he met Zoe, and how Zoe broke his heart, and how everybody in town is basically waiting for George and Zoe to get back together. So, of course, Joel, who's had a quadruple whiskey, is hammered, and he decides he's going to go up to the campsite and he's going to prove to all these little tweeny boppers that he is the one for Zoe. And so he gets there, he's hammered out of his gourd, like he basically climbs up to this ladder. It's hilarious, but I mean, it's so ridiculous. And he basically zip lines without a harness and almost kills himself. And then gets like stuck in the middle of the of the wire, and it's just too funny. He has to be like rescued by the fire department. It's just funny. But it's another episode where, he's doing his best to try to fit in, and not everybody in the town is digging him. And, Zoe's basically like, listen, if you want to fit in here, you need people to like you, because that is how this town works. Like, you don't want to be hated in this town because it's a hard road back. So, obviously he wants to be there for Zoe, and, he's going to do whatever he can to make Zoe happy and all that kind of stuff. So it's really cute, and, it's harmless. But the interesting part with George is that he basically says to Zoe, like, I hate you. You need to get away from me. Like, you're the cause of all of my pain right now. You're the reason why I can't move on. You're the reason why I can't be in relationships, that I'm so messed up in my head is because of you. And she's just like, George, you got to take some responsibility for your own actions. So it was a cute little, moment for George to sort of stop blaming Zoe and sort of just come to terms with the fact that he is equally as responsible for the demise of his relationships as anybody else is. So, it was fine. And of course, Lindley and him have a couple cute scenes, and she's basically getting to that point where she's like, you know what, I don't want to push him. She's just going to be his friend. And then at the end, she basically says to him, listen, I'm going to wear you down, George Tucker, flaws and all, you're going to be mine, kind of thing. And it's kind of like, all right, I don't want to see no girl begging no dude. All right. So let's just hopefully it works out that he ends up liking her in his own way. Like, I don't know. Like, you know how these shows work. On the other side, we had Wade, who was basically like, I don't know why everyone's making this fuss about George, because it's me who you're in love with. So I thought that was kind of funny, because I do actually believe that. And it'll be interesting to see what happens between Wade and Joel, because they're actually becoming friends. And if that crosses a line where Wade tries to go after Zoe after, him and Joel have become good friends. So that'll be interesting. And then on the other stuff, we had, Lemon trying to do some stuff for like this gazebo in town. And I mean, basically with Lemon right now, she's pregnant. So she can't really be in like this major love storyline, because I guess, she's she's ginormous right now. So she basically spends the whole episode trying to find Peter, who was the guy she had the one night stand with in the episode before this. And, she has some cute scenes, and she has some like annoying scenes with the bells. But all in all, she helps out the town. She decorates this gazebo, and they end up being on the cover of the paper. And I'm pretty sure that what's going to happen is Peter's going to see her picture in the paper, and he's going to come back to town. We all know that that's going to happen because, let's face it, the guy's cute, and they hooked up, and it worked. But all in all, the storylines this episode were cute. I mean, sometimes it's just So over the top. But that's what you get out of the show. It's fun, it's campy, it's Bluebell. What do you expect? Another fun episode. Hopefully, Joel won't really become the punching bag or the punchline of every episode. He'll really start to make his way and be, seen as a member of Bluebell. But for now, this is what we're going to have to get. So, guys, this is my review of Heart of Dixie. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.